Hi, I'm Jen Gumbel. I'm an estate planning and probate attorney, and I've seen the impact of lots of lives over the years. I know what good legacy can be, and I know that everyone is capable of leaving good legacy. I've been thinking about legacy since long before going to law school, when I lost my dad to cancer as a teenager, and when I learned the complications in my own background. And here's what I know. Everyone has the ability to leave good legacy. You don't need money in the bank, an online platform, or a celebrity status. But no one is guaranteed it, even with wealth or any of the rest of it. You have to be thoughtful and keep a clear view of what's important. I also know that practical issues, cultural hangups, and widespread misconceptions can interfere with your legacy. Join me as I give you practical tips and long-term perspective, all to inspire, equip, and challenge you to leave good legacy. Welcome to Good Legacy. I'm attorney and your host, Jen Gumbel. And today, I want to answer the question, what estate planning do I need? But first, Good Legacy is brought to you by your Organized Afterlife Workshop, an 8-session at your pace online workshop where I teach you what you need to know and walk you through the steps you need to take so you can avoid a mess. Find out more at organizedafterlife.com/workshop, and you can start today. Okay, this is actually something I stole from Google. I just threw in estate planning or something about what estate planning, what is estate planning, what does estate planning, and it filled this into what estate planning do I need? Apparently, a lot of people ask that question of the old Google machine. So first of all, let's talk about what estate planning is, because it's a common phrase. It's something we know we need to do as adults. In fact, I say every adult needs an estate plan at every stage of life. It's just going to look different at those different stages. But we know it's something that responsible people do. But what is it? Well, it's thinking through the legal to-do list you would leave if you're incapacitated and when you die. Notice I don't say if you die. That's a common slip that I can fall into and other people fall into. No. If you become incapacitated and when you die. Okay, you'll leave legal issues. Okay, if you become incapacitated, our autonomy is something that every adult gets, our legal right to decide things for ourselves. If you're unable to do that for yourself, what do people have to do to help you? And then when you die, and the vast majority of the legal issues that come up are assets. Now, if you have kids, and if you die when those kids are little, another big legal question is going to be, who should parent these kids that don't have their parent around anymore? Okay, so those are the legal issues. That's what estate planning covers, okay? Those legal issues that come up if you become incapacitated, and the legal issues that come up when you die, okay? So managing your decisions and your assets, if you can't do those things for yourself, that's the incapacity stuff. That's something that everyone should be thinking about, because everyone has their autonomy. So if you lose that ability, how can you plan for that ahead of time? Second thing, dealing with your assets and who gets them and how it gets to where they're supposed to go when you die. And then finally, if you die when you have little kids, who's going to be taking care of them? That's what estate planning is. So what estate planning do I need? Well, keep in mind, estate planning is not simply documents. It's a strategy. Now let's talk about the asset thing when you die, okay? I own a car. When I die, where is that car supposed to go? Who's supposed to get it? And how does it get there? Is it stuck in my name? Does it get to them automatically? Is it stuck in my name? Meaning that it's a probate asset. And we'll have to go through some sort of legal process, maybe complicated, maybe very easy, to get to the person it's supposed to get to. Or does it move automatically? Maybe I own it together with my spouse. Or maybe part of my strategy includes a trust, a set of rules. But does that work correctly and the most efficiently? This is why I'm such an advocate of working with an attorney where you live, who can help strategize this with you. Because each state has different ways to do it, and different ways will work better for some people than others. Okay, estate planning is a strategy. It's not simply a set of documents. Things like, for that incapacity question, a financial power of attorney and a healthcare directive. Dealing with finances and making medical decisions, those tend to be the biggest issues that come up if you can't do things for yourself. And then a will that says, if something is stuck, here's where it's supposed to go and here's who's responsible for getting it there. Because if you don't have a will, the state's going to guess, which might work, or it might be a disaster. Or setting up ways for assets to move automatically, maybe to your spouse as a joint owner. Maybe setting up rules. That's a trust. And then having your assets say you're following the rules of the trust. But what estate planning do I need? Well, it depends. And it can feel kind of overwhelming to even start. Where do you even begin? Well, I have a quiz. I have a free quiz on my website. Head over to organizedafterlife.com and take the quiz. It'll help you figure out what your particular barrier is to getting started on estate planning and give you a tool to help you overcome it. Because every adult needs to do this, and you can do it the right way. I'm Jen Gumbel, attorney and creator of Organized Afterlife. Stay safe and see you later. Music by Audionautics.com and edited by me. I'm a lawyer, but I'm not giving you legal advice here. You can only get good legal advice by working one-on-one with an attorney licensed in your state. Find out more about the practical things you need to know in order to leave good legacy, and take a free quiz to learn what's stopping you by going to organizedafterlife.com. Tell me your thoughts by leaving a comment and give a 5-star review.
Good. So long, farewell, Avitas, and good night. Good night.